she's bringing us a brand new investigation into what's really in your polish. And for the first time ever, a manicurist is appearing live in our studio, blowing the whistle on nail salon conditions and her own fears over whether she or her clients are at risk. Joining me in studio is a nail technician to talk about work conditions at the salon where she works. She's asked that we keep her identity hidden. So I'll ask you, thanks for being here. What is your biggest concern about your safety at work?
Hi, my main concern is the products that I use on the skin, and the products that we're breathing in the salon are causing cancer cells that may later on appear in life.
Now, what about the clients whose nails you manage every single day?
I worry about the pregnant women and the children that do come in. I'm very worried about them.
Well, thank you for stepping forward, and we'll keep your identity protected. Investigation Squad member Tia Brown has chipped away at the research to get to the bottom of this. She's also going to help me sort through the services offered in a typical nail salon. Thanks very much. She just heard the whistleblower, and we've heard from others as well. Are her concerns about the working conditions, about the safety of nail salon valid?
She is absolutely right to be concerned. In fact, research shows that nail salons have the same level of toxic fumes as oil refineries and car garages. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, who would have thought?
Over 350,000 people in the U.S. work at nail salons, and studies have shown that their exposure, their constant exposure, mind you, they're working 52 plus hours a week, results in them being at 100 times the risk to develop cancer.
I mean, it's a real occupational hazard.
Absolutely.
So the question is, what are the chemicals and how are they affecting not just the manicurists, but also you, the consumer? So let's start with the ones we have in front of us.
So, you know, the oldie but goodie is the acrylic, right? So that's one when you use a synthetic nail, usually on top of your normal nail, and you put acrylic, which is a mixture of different components, to add to the top to make sure it doesn't chip. The thing is, you usually dry under UV ray, which is something like this. Yeah. And so you're exposed to different risks because of that. In addition, the chemicals in the compounds also put you at risk. They're toxic.
All right, so that's the acrylics.
That's the acrylic. The next thing was gel. Now, gel was the thing when it came out. Looks great, lasts for 2 weeks. Here's the thing. Again, the powder mix, toxic. So people heard the complaints and they were like, let's do another innovation. And it was the gel powder, which doesn't require the UV ray. Okay. But it's still dangerous because the powder and the mix are still problematic for your nails.
Of the things you just mentioned, 3 options, which one worries you the most?
Acrylic. By far, research shows that this is the one that you should be most concerned with, mostly because of this, right? You use this to file down the acrylic once you put it on, and guess what? You're chipping away at all of the chemical compounds, and guess where they're going? Right into your face. Yeah. You're inhaling it, the manicurist is inhaling it, it's not good.
So again, there's 2 ways the chemicals from these products and treatments can get into your body. Through the skin and by breathing them in. Let's start with the harmful potential chemicals in the air. Jennifer's here. Thanks for being here, Jennifer, with her daughter, Alana. And they're waiting for their manicure. But even before their nails get painted, they could be breathing in chemical fumes. Now, we don't typically see the fumes like you're seeing right here coming up from the table in a nail salon. This is a dramatization of how fumes could be moving through the air while you're getting a manicure. So what have recent studies shown about the air at the different nail salons?
Unfortunately, it has a lot of toxins in the air. So the toxins in the air, rather, they have the 2 major BTX compounds and formaldehyde, and both are very dangerous, specifically to your lungs. We know that it can unfortunately lead to asthma or respiratory issues, but there is a silver lining in this, I want to say, right? So because we know people still want to get their manicures, and ventilation is the key. The CDC released a report saying that if the space is ventilated, it reduces your risk by up to 50%. Why? Because you're not inhaling all of those fumes.
You're going to hear this message over and over again for everybody. There are some folks who are investing extra to make sure you're safer. Let me show them some love. Let's make it a better industry. Okay, let's find out if the chemicals in nail polish are potentially absorbed through the nail and skin. So, is there any research about the chemicals from the paint or the products themselves?
Absolutely. Now, this was a little bit scary, I have to say. Now, Duke and UWG released a study that said that, well, let me tell you what they did first. So they had 2 different groups. They had one group of women who got their nails painted and another group of women who got their nails painted, but they had on gloves. Guess what they found? They did a urine test, and they found that the people who had the direct contact with the polish had more toxins in their system. And why? Because they believe that the toxins are getting in all around here. So every time you're getting your nails polished, you are exposing yourself to different toxins. And I know it's hard news for women, but it's just the truth.
All right, so we reached out to the Personal Care Council. Here's what they said in part. Nail polish products have been used safely for many decades by millions of people. For many years, information has been circulating in the media alleging potential adverse health effects from exposure to certain ingredients in nail care products, such as toluene, formaldehyde, dibutylphthalate. The FDA also states on its website that all of these ingredients, based on available safety information, are safe under current conditions of use in nail products. So they disagree. Right? But up next, we're going to show you what's really in this little bottle, right? And the new better for you polishes, less toxic. You should know about this. In the commercial break, I want you to go ahead and grab your favorite color, right? Bring the nail polish bottle back in front of the TV because we're going to show you how to tell if yours has potentially harmful chemicals in it. Stick around.
The secrets to aging backwards. And what you can do now to turn back the clock. Plus, the dish drawer is serving up the ooeyest, gooeyest, cheesiest, mouth-watering meals. Closed caption sponsorship brought to you by...
When it comes to food for your best friend, there's good, there's better, and then there's Blue Buffalo. If you love them like family, feed them like family with Blue.
I would get muscle cramps several times a week for decades. Using TheraWorks Relief, the cramps are gone.
Get TheraWorks Relief today in stores everywhere. So many slip and fall victims don't get the money they deserve. Why? Because they didn't call an experienced lawyer like me.
Demand Rand, 1-800-90-LEGAL.
I just got married at home for the first time, and look, I just beat my high score.
I'm all about the hats. College hats.
Spoiler alert. You're looking at the headquarters for the next big tech company.
The internet isn't a toy, it's a tool. I'm ready to make big things happen.
This year, Comcast is making Internet Essentials available for even more low-income homes, so millions of people can be ready for anything.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
For anything.
So they're ready for anything.
The good jobs go to people with training. In less than 1 year, Dawn Career Institute can prepare you for a successful career in the healthcare or wellness fields. With affordable tuition and job placement assistance, you could start your new career faster than you think. Come see for yourself all that Dawn has to offer. Dawn Career Institute is the choice for healthcare training. Call Dawn Career Institute at 800-517-0211, 800-517-0211, or visit dawncareerinstitute.edu.
How to make a delicious bowl of oatmeal. Start with whole grain Quaker oats. Then add a spoonful of full wheat. Maybe a pinch of sweet nostalgia. Definitely a cup of you deserve this. Your perfect bowl is yours to create. Or not. We're not in charge here. Our oats, your creation. Quaker oats.
How much does a lawyer cost? At Lundy Law, you pay absolutely nothing until your case is won and over. Most experienced law firm that for over 60 years, Lundy Law has won millions for auto accident clients. How easy is it to... At Lundy Law, you can read and sign everything on your phone.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, call 1-800-LUNDY-LAW.
So I'll be the spotted lanternfly.
Kill it, spot it, smash it, get rid of it. Kill it, smash it, smash it, get rid of it. Kill it, smash it, smash it, get rid of it. I'm Billy Bush, next extra. Jen Aniston's new morning TV drama, who she researched for the role. Next extra.
Tonight at 7 on Fox 29.
Have you guys ever wondered what's really in here? Have you ever thought about that? What's really in your nail polish? So during your break, I asked all you to grab your favorite nail polish and bring it back to the TV. Hope you got it, right? Did you get it? All right, look at the ingredients. Turn it around to the back. Right? You see anything there? Not nothing. You can't find them, can you? Why? Because they're not there. That's right. Most people have no idea what's really in their nail polish for a reason. Because it's not written on there. Like foods write what's in there, but these don't. So how can someone find out what chemicals are actually in their bottle of nail polish?
It's really important to do your due diligence when it comes to nail polish. Every brand will have their list somewhere on the site.
All right, so we got 3 nail polishes here. Tia and I are going to give you what's called the toxic trio of potentially harmful chemicals, right, that are in your nail polish that you might want to avoid. So as I paint the nails, and reveal the chemical. Tell us which one we should be worried about here.
Well, we don't want our nail polish to chip. And unfortunately, formaldehyde is the chemical that they put in nail polish to ensure that it doesn't chip. But guess what? It's a carcinogen. It's not healthy. It's dangerous. And it's in most of our nail polishes.
All right, so we want to avoid formaldehyde. That's a name that you probably heard before you can remember. Let's get to the second chemical. This chemical is pretty toxic. You probably have not heard of this chemical. By the way, notice how daintily I paint.
Yes, he's doing a great job, right? We know he's had lots of practice.
This is from
He's staying in the line.
painting daughters and granddaughters' nails. All right, what's the chemical here?
DPB. And we know that this chemical is so bad that it was actually banned in Europe. We should not ingest it. We definitely shouldn't have it on our nails. And it's in a lot of our nail polishes.
All right, and the final product here is something that you probably will recognize with a little bit of help.
All right. So how many people love when their nails are like nice and shiny and smooth? It's no clump, right? Toluene does that. And it's in a lot of our nail polishes. And again, it is a toxin. It should not be in our nail polish, and it should not be in our system.
All right, so there's 3 chemicals you just mentioned to you that we don't want to have in there. Let's walk over here. There's a brand new trend in nail polishes that'll give consumers more power in buying nail polishes without these ingredients. So the first is called 3 free, which means
it doesn't have the 3 biggest toxins in the nail polish. So it's what? Healthier for your system. And a little bit of research helps you find which ones are.
But even better, there's something called 5 free.
5 free, that means it has even less toxins. It's worth finding 5 free or more. And it's important for your health.
I noticed something when we came on the stage today. It wasn't just a beautiful ring. There's no nail polish on.
I don't have any nail polish on because I was scared for a little while.
Okay,
Right?
you do have toe polish.
My toes are already polished.
Because
We love them. We love our manicures and pedicures. We just have to do it the right way.
Right. All right, so when you hear this sound, right, you know it's a great moment to grab your camera, stop, snap, and share. Right, so we're going to stop, keep it on the screen right now. This little message to you. Snap a pic of it, share it on social media, and tag someone who needs to see the message. I applaud any new types of labeling that are a step closer to full transparency. I'm proud of the industry for making those changes. You go to droz.com to read more on the link between manicures and cancer. As always, thanks for all you do. We'll be right back.